To grow our family?
Yeah, right.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Today's the big day.
It feels like I'm taking you to an IVF appointment.
Yeah. I think it kind of feels
feel?
like that too, but it's like the opposite of an IVF appointment. Well, not the opposite. We're getting my IUD out. We are.
I'm here for moral support.
Yeah. So there's been 2 attempts to take it out now. One was just like a very general attempt. One was an aggressive attempt that did not work. And now we're doing an ultrasound guided attempt without trying to be too graphic. And I've heard mixed things about this one because I asked on Instagram, like, has anybody gone through this? Right as this was all happening and being planned and scheduled, the CDC changed their recommendation on, or they updated it on IUD related procedures and how they're going to be counseling on pain management moving forward. But like, nobody said anything to me. Nobody like went through and called all the people on the books that are coming in for IUD related procedures to like counsel me.
I thought it was just for insertion.
Insertion, but I would guess that that also includes.
You're getting it deserted.
Yeah, the desertion that I endured a couple weeks ago was just not even a comparison to insertion. Or insertion's not fun, but like this was white knuckling the table. Same with like when I had, what was it? Like a polyp removed or something. Remember when we were doing IVF and I had to go in for like a...
Is that open?
I don't know. I had to go in for like a small procedure to like make sure everything was...
Looks open, doesn't it?
I think so. It's a pharmacy. I imagine they'd be open 24 hours, wouldn't they?
No.
Not the drive-thru for sure, but...
Not in this little town.
Anyway, I think it just speaks to like how little thought has been put into women's care, just in general. And
it's because you women are so tough.
that's like the thing that like everyone's really complaining about.
No, it's not open yet.
Oh shoot. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. We're trying to stop and find some ibuprofen because I forgot to take it this morning and they said go ahead and take ibuprofen. That is, I guess, some pain management counseling, but...
Oh, they told you to take some?
The OB that I saw when she was removing it the first or the second time,
yeah,
she mentioned you might want to take some ibuprofen beforehand. But I think the pain management counseling they're doing is like something stronger than ibuprofen that they're maybe recommending.
I gotcha.
Based on your pain tolerance, maybe. So, why am I getting my IUD out, you may ask? I don't know if I want to say. To grow our family?
Yeah, right. We could just pretend like we're driving from Missouri to home.
Yeah, just don't pay attention to the lack of kids in the back seat.
The battery died right at the end of that tour, so I didn't get to show off the yard. But I've shown it in previous vlogs. They had swings from the trees and obviously the putting green and really big yard. It was just the perfect house.
You vlogged the yard.
I just edited the video.
Oh.
The battery died.
In like the first video of us being there, I just watched it the other day.
That's what I just said in previous vlogs.
Oh, I was obviously not paying attention to what you were saying. Okay. Oh, you did another house tour of Mike and Brenda's.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was thinking that you did a house tour of one of the Airbnbs we stayed at on the way home.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so that was our last video. We didn't vlog at all on the way home.
Because the battery died.
Oh, and we didn't have the battery charger?
We did. I just didn't know where it was.
Okay.
It was buried under all of our stuff.
I am now up to speed. Okay, so.
On the way there, we left at 4 p.m., drove all through the night, got there at 7:30 a.m. It went great,
Yeah,
but it's a lot.
that was a lot. It was good for like when you're excited to get there. Like it's new, it's a new trip, you know, we're ready. It was good for that. Not for the way home. And once we got back home, it's not like we had all of our family around to like help out. So not that we used that, we just all took a nap with the kids.
Right.
We didn't like take turns sleeping all day when we got there. We were too excited. So yeah, I guess on the way home then we
So we left the Lake of the Ozarks at what? 9 in the morning.
Yeah, like we weren't rushing. We were only getting to Nashville.
Went through St. Louis and ended in Nashville, where we had a really nice Airbnb. We'll have to put the picture in here of the view of the downtown. And then went to a restaurant that literally had a playground in the backyard. And just had fun.
Yeah, Nashville's great for stuff like that. It's like really kid-friendly places, options. And that was our longest drive. It was like 7.5 hours. But the kids did great. Like I feel like we've traveled enough with them now that they're just, I don't know, they're used to it.
Sleep anywhere.
Yeah, like the baby's nap. Although, was it Allie Sue that like we weren't sure she was gonna nap that day? She just like would not go to sleep. It had already napped great and was awake again, and Allie Sue hadn't napped at all. And I eventually had to like partition her off with a blanket so that she wouldn't be making eye contact with everybody and talking. And that worked. She went right to sleep when I did that.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was good. Which it's nice because in my car it has like a passenger view camera, so we could partition her off to where like we couldn't see her and she couldn't see us, but we could see her on the screen. The camera, the rear camera, we could like tell that she was going to sleep. So
that is a great feature.
It is.
About the Carnival. I'm sure their cars have too.
I use that all the time. So yeah, Nashville was fun. That Airbnb was really cool.
So then we left and we drove. We were going to stay in Atlanta, but we couldn't find any reasonably priced Airbnbs. This was all, I mean, we booked the Airbnb the day of. And so we found one in Macon, Georgia, which is just past Atlanta. And this was like on a Tuesday. Right.
So it also like staying in Atlanta, we would have hit traffic leaving. So it was probably good that we got past. And from like Nashville to Atlanta was only 3 hours or something.
3.5. Yeah,
so we went a little bit further, got to Macon. That's a cute little town.
Yeah, so we went to, well, they only had one brewery, right?
I
went to it.
I don't know.
The brewery ended up having like a really cool backyard with these giant chairs and cornhole toss and.
No, there was one that we could have walked to, but it was closed.
Yes.
It was like but it was like a pizzeria pub place. And I don't know that it would have been as fun for the kids.
No, I think this.
Yeah.
Ended up perfect.
And there was cornhole, but they were having a cornhole tournament like in the back room, which was, there were some really competitive looking cornhole players coming and going.
We weren't impressed too much with the beer, but
yeah,
the ambiance was cool.
Yeah, we got a frisbee. So the kids were like playing frisbee in the yard, kind of. I don't know, we spent $9 on a frisbee and threw it twice, maybe. We still haven't used it since.
And then we drove
home. Yeah. The next day, like, we had 4 hours, I think, or about 4.5 hours. So we got up and got going so that we would make it home, like, before nap time or anything. And we lost an hour coming home, too. So that kind of played into things.
So overall, would you have changed anything about traveling?
Nope. Not at all. I mean, maybe, like, no, I don't think so.
Are you glad we drove and not flew?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. As long as we were there, like, it made sense to drive, I think.
Yeah, because we were there for a week and a half.
Right.
And we had to go, and we went to St. Louis for our class reunion.
Yeah. We needed a car.
Yeah. That's the thing about, so Rachel, we're going back to Kansas City in December. Rachel really wants to fly. And I want to split it up. I want one of us to fly with the twins and one of us to drive.
Okay. You do? I think this is the first I've heard
No.
I'm not opposed to that. I mean,
Because we need a car.
yeah. That's true.
Marilyn and Eloise love a good road trip.
Right.
Doesn't bother them at all
No.
because they love screen time.
Yes.
We need a car
Right.
and car seats.
Yeah. Okay. I'm driving.
And the flights are like $350 each.
Yeah. But that's three plane tickets for
3 kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, for 2 kids and you. For 2
Right.
kids and
Yeah, it's
me.
still gonna be $1,000 just to fly.
Yeah.
For just 3 of us.
Yeah. Might be worth it though. And that's round trip, so yeah, well, I mean,
Something we have to think about.
yeah. Alright. That was the end of our trip.
See you tomorrow.
Got home from Rachel's appointment. Everything went great. She said it wasn't that bad, so that's good news. Obviously, I got my painting clothes on and got a little messy because I did the ceiling in here. Yes. Bear, do you remember what the ceiling looked like before we painted it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did it look like?
It looked bad.
Yeah, look, blah. Had a bunch of mold, and it just looked nasty. So, got it all treated, covered up, repainted. So hopefully that'll do the trick.
Someday you might want to do this again.
Yeah, I ordered a dehumidifier, which I think will help a lot, like a really big one. And then I got some like moisture traps or whatever that you put like in closets and other areas. So basically we had mold in 2 places. It was on the ceiling here, which this is to the laundry room. And there's just like no ventilation in the laundry area. So it's like, it's super humid out here. So I'm sure that was not good. And then if we come in here, we also painted the closet because the other place that mold was growing was in this closet. And so painted in here, and the water for our master bathroom is right there. And when we would take a hot shower, that room would get real hot. So I insulated the pipes, and obviously we painted, putting another like moisture grabber in there. So hopefully that'll prevent any mold from reoccurring. So what we're gonna do, we tested for mold and it came back positive just like for household mold or whatever. So we're gonna retest in a couple of weeks, see if the paint and the dehumidifier and the moisture trappers did the trick. So hopefully it won't come back.